If I'm the nicest guy in Hollywood, you don't want to go there, believe me.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the kindest famous faces around, focusing on things like work for important causes and positive interactions with fans. However, we won't be covering celebrities who've sadly passed away at the time of writing.
Oh, damn it, that was stunning!
Number 30, Misha Collins. The more intense side of fandoms can understandably make actors pretty uncomfortable, so some might try to distance themselves.
My other theory is that the producers of the show just really think I'm really good looking, and so they want to cast as many other people as they can that look like me.
But Supernatural's Collins has been known to encourage them, such as with Destiel.
How long was I gone?
Too damn long.
His love of the show and fans led to concrete action. He teamed up with Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles to create the You Are Not Alone campaign, offering a support network to those struggling with mental health. Away from the show, Collins also co-founded Random Acts and set up the greatest international scavenger hunt the world has ever seen media competition. The latter group has smashed adorable Guinness World Records, including the largest online photo album of hugs and the most pledges to complete a random act of kindness.
It's the idea that you do that really even small acts of kindness can make a profound difference to somebody else.
Number 29, Tom Holland. For most, this British actor is best known for portraying Spider-Man in the MCU and doing that iconic umbrella routine on Lip Sync Battle. But for folks like Cassidy Ariel, he's so much more. In 2019, he saved Ariel from being crushed by a group of aggressive autograph hunters as she started having a panic attack. In another case, Holland brought Bridger Walker and his family to the Spider-Man No Way Home set, showing the youngster what it's like being the web slinger.
You good?
Walker had previously gone viral after defending his sister from a dog attack, getting injured in the process. Holland taught him the Spidey pose, gave him a mask, and had him partake in a stunt. It doesn't get much nicer than that. Number 28, Jim Carrey. Difficult circumstances early in life can make people hard, yet that didn't happen with Carrey.
You had a real messed up childhood.
I had an odd childhood. It was a lot more messed up than I thought, apparently, according to the team of doctors.
Growing up, his mother was ill, so he'd try cheering her up with jokes. He and his family also experienced poverty and being unhoused. Still, none of that jaded him. While Carrey dislikes selfies with fans due to the large number of requests, he has gone out of his way to meet and talk to them. In 2014, for instance, a starstruck fan reportedly got overwhelmed and was cared for by the comedian. Carrey has also left a sweet impression on fellow stars. Taylor Momsen has spoken about his kindness on the set of How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
So will you come?
Oh, all right.
While Carrey has publicly praised his friend, Ariana Grande.
Just am so enamored by his ability to, as he put it, I'm quoting him, take all of these broken pieces of himself and apply them to these different characters and heal through them and make use of them.
Number 27, Angelina Jolie. Very few celebrities have used their fame for such positivity as the Lara Croft actor.
This is the third UN Defense Peacekeeping Ministerial I have attended, but the first on my home soil.
In 2001, Jolie began working with the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, becoming an ambassador and later a special envoy before resigning in 2022 to focus on local organizations. During this time, she brought attention to many humanitarian crises across the world, including in Syria and Jordan.
We have to find ways to prevent conflict, to return people, to help develop their communities and cultures.
On top of this, Jolie has also worked on campaigns for wildlife, women's rights, and environmental preservation, to name a few. Yet, even with all that, she's still super passionate about her fans, who she described as mostly wonderful. In one 2014 incident, she wiped the tears from an overwhelmed supporter after a panic attack before snapping pictures. Number 26, Post Malone. In his relatively short ascent to music stardom, the US rapper quickly gained a reputation as one of the most delightful around with his humble attitude towards fans.
Don't believe it?
Just ask 21-year-old Andrew Schumacher and his mom, Nicole.
In 2022, Nicole Schumacher was celebrating her autistic son's 21st birthday when Malone, who happened to be at the same restaurant, came over and chatted with him.
Austin, nice to meet you.
In 2023, the Circle's musician was incredibly generous with his cash, changing people's lives. Firstly, he reportedly left a $3,000 tip for a server on top of a pricey bill. Secondly, Malone offered to help pay the house deposit for Gregor Hunter Coleman after hearing and loving his music in a pub in Glasgow, Scotland. He has also supported EB Research Partnership in finding a cure for epidermolysis bullosa. Number 25, Pedro Pascal. If we could pick any actor to be our sibling, Pascal would be at the tippy top of that list.
I'm still getting used to people recognizing me.
After all, we've all seen how supportive he's been to his sister Lux, who is a transgender woman. On top of being an advocate for the LGBTQIA+ community, Pascal has let his niceness with fans put his health at risk. In reference to his character's memorable demise in Game of Thrones, the actor would let fans reenact the scene by smushing his eyes with their fingers for photos. However, this led to Pascal getting an eye infection. Yikes.
Hence the glasses, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Protection.
In 2023, he drew praise for his emotional acceptance videos for the MTV Movie and TV Awards. Pascal spoke highly of younger people, calling them heroes.
I want to say that you deserve a world that serves your interests. You deserve to be healthy. You deserve to be safe. You deserve for your individual rights to be fought for and protected.
Number 24, Daniel Radcliffe. The pressure of fame can become overwhelming, especially for child stars. For a while, Radcliffe resorted to drinking to cope. However, he gave that up and grew his reputation as one of the best people around.
Oh my god!
Lovely to meet you.
Oh my god!
In 2009, he began supporting the Trevor Project, who offer mental health support to the LGBTQIA+ community.
This week, I was incredibly fortunate to get to meet 6 young people who agreed to come and share their stories with us.
He notably moderated a discussion with trans and non-binary youths for the foundation, and has spoken out against J.K. Rowling's transphobic comments. When his stunt double and friend David Holmes was paralyzed, Radcliffe stood by him, and they continued to develop their close friendship. Amazingly, when filming 2016's Imperium, he would go around and apologize to actors for the racist slurs his character uttered. In other words, he's a swell fella.
You are wonderful, and thank you, and I love you too, but we should probably see other people. But I'm sure if my girlfriend were here, she would give her blessing.
Number 23, Lady Gaga. When an accident happens, people can show you who they really are. At the 2023 Oscars, a photographer fell on the red carpet. Realizing what had happened behind her, Gaga rushed to help him to his feet. And this isn't the only example of her generosity. Gaga is an avid supporter of her fans, known as Little Monsters.
They would be screaming at me with these paws in the air, and I just finally just said, "Oh, you little monsters."
She's used her fame to advocate for the LGBTQIA+ community many, many times, including canceling a deal with Target for not supporting charities. Gaga also created the Born This Way Foundation with the ambition to make the world kinder and support young people. There was also her heartwarming friendship with the legendary Tony Bennett as she supported him in his journey with Alzheimer's.
Hey baby, how are you?
I'm fine.
You look so handsome.
Number 22, Brendan Fraser. In 2021, after being told that fans were rooting for him in an interview with Lindley Key, Fraser captured our hearts by humbly tipping his hat as he controlled his rising emotions.
Shucks, ma'am.
Fraser had been through a lot in his career. He was an A-list star who wrecked his body for entertainment. Then he experienced an assault by Philip Burke and was seemingly blacklisted. Yet rather than avoid fans, Fraser has embraced them. In 2023, he surprised the audience at a screening of the Mummy franchise in London, England, where he thanked them.
Thank you for being here.
During the release of The Whale, Fraser received multiple standing ovations and was clearly moved by the appreciation. His Academy Award for Best Actor was beyond well-deserved. Number 21, Steve Buscemi. Before he hit the lofty heights of Hollywood, Buscemi worked as a firefighter in New York City in the early 80s.
Once I went to the fire academy, for the training, I really saw what a serious job it was.
After September 11th, 2001, he volunteered to help amid the devastation. The iconic actor spent days working 12-hour shifts, aiding search and rescue efforts for those trapped in the attacks.
And if I could just offer any help to the firehouse.
The experience left a lasting impact on the actor decades later. The Boardwalk Empire star has been involved in several protests to protect communities, as well as marching to stop fire stations from closing multiple times, even getting arrested on one occasion. Buscemi also took part in 2017's Women's March. There, he posed for a picture with a guy holding a sign referencing his character in The Big Lebowski. Number 20, Adam Sandler. Whether you like his movies or not, one thing that can be said about Adam Sandler is that he's a genuinely nice guy.
It's Kevin Garnett's ring, championship ring, NBA 2008. I knew you'd freak out. All right, I love you, my boy.
Despite his often radical demeanor on screen, his real-world persona tends to be far more reserved than you would expect.
He's a very selfless player. He likes to pass. It's awesome.
He's been seen on numerous occasions taking time out to talk to his fans or take photos, all while remaining down to earth.
My heart just dropped. I was just like, there's no way that was him. I spoke to Adam Sandler and I told him he's for 30 minutes and he left.
Even Hollywood superstars like Jennifer Aniston have spoken about how great a guy Sandler is.
I hear each of you individually talking about the other in such fond terminology.
Yeah.
She's
we
the
must
best.
have been like real family in another life.
Given how successful he's become, both as a comedian and now a dramatic actor, we have to admire how grounded he's remained.
I wouldn't raise my voice, Mama. I don't like confrontations. I'm a Virgo.
Number 19, Paul Rudd. He's been the subject of countless memes about how he never seems to age.
Look at us. Hey, look at us.
Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought?
Not me.
And yet, with all the attention the guy has received, Paul Rudd is still someone who remains clearly in the nice guy column.
Are we the good guys?
Yeah.
We're the good guys, right?
Yeah, we're the good guys.
In virtually every interview with the Ant-Man star, you see someone who is so down to earth, you'd swear he's just like your favorite uncle. Always polite, smiling, cracking jokes, and putting you at ease, he's someone that everyone out there seems to connect with.
I wanted you to have a good time.
Oh, I had a great time. Are you kidding me? It was awesome. It was great. But I assume they're disasters because just most of the interviews I do.
It's no wonder he's been able to slide into some of the world's biggest franchises, such as Friends and the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Marta Kaufman and Jennifer Aniston, and Marta Kaufman, the creator of the show, just holding on to each other, having this really amazing moment, and I would go over and go, what a ride, right?
Number 18, Shaquille O'Neal. Considered one of the best players in basketball history, Shaquille O'Neal, or Shaq as he's known, is more than just a big guy who shoots hoops. From video games to wrestling to sports commentary, he's a guy who's had his hands in many pies. However, despite his massive popularity, he's remained someone who continues to appreciate his fans and to give something back to the world he's a part of.
700 million. You know how I made that? Respecting my peers, listen to my mommy and daddy, and focusing on school.
Whether it's taking time to shoot hoops with some local kids or help out strangers in paying their bills, his generosity is as large as his physical stature.
Whenever I leave the house, I just try to do a good deed.
Number 17, Mark Hamill. What's that guy's name who was in that movie with all the laser swords? That would be Mark Hamill, and let's face it, he's awesome. Despite a long filmography spanning both television and film, Mark has always been synonymous with his iconic role of Luke Skywalker.
This is unbelievable.
I'm sorry I missed your birthday.
Where some might have been put off from the zealous attention of fans, Hamill has embraced his legacy and charmed his many followers.
Force is strong with this one, so let me go ahead.
Hello, everyone.
He's always shown love for his fans and has never been afraid to poke fun at himself or the world around him.
One of the best moments of my life.
Whether it's surprise appearances or on-topic tweets, he's a Jedi we can all get behind. Number 16, Denzel Washington.
He's just walking in. Come on, turn around, be in the show.
In today's modern world of film, it's easy to get lost in all of the special effects and over-the-top action found in so much cinema. But Denzel Washington is an actor who has brought a sense of old Hollywood grace and dignity to all of his on-screen personas. The same can also be said about the man himself.
She gave me my first library card when I was 7. Is that right? And yeah, right, exactly. And she remembered me, and she said, "You'd get the little skinny books." I said, "Oh, yeah, it was me."
Always well-spoken and kind to his fans, he's the kind of person that defines the word gentleman.
I might be doing a movie with you soon, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
I'll see you at work.
You might be a bit surprised to see his clever sense of humor.
That was Denzel Washington, yo.
But that just makes him all the more likable to the rest of us.
Denzel is far too nice.
Ain't all that nice. You saw Training Day.
Number 15, Dave Grohl. In the early days of his career, Dave Grohl was merely the drummer for a band called Nirvana. Since then, however, Grohl has gone on to become one of the most well-known musicians of the 21st century.
Long time no see, Dave. How you doing?
How are you?
I'm all right, you?
Good.
I'm back.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yet it's not just his talent that has made an impression on his fans.
You want to do a Metallica song? All right. Do I know a lot of Metallica songs?
A quick search on YouTube will yield countless videos of Grohl interacting with his fans both on the streets and even in the middle of his concerts.
Happy birthday to you.
He's a grounded guy who loves his mom, loves his fans, and loves sharing his passion with everyone. Number 14, Jennifer Garner. Audiences learned who Jennifer Garner was when we saw her play Sydney Bristow on ABC's Alias. We quickly found ourselves both enamored and a little bit intimidated by her secret agent persona. However, it didn't take viewers very long to find out what kind of person Garner was off-screen.
Real women who are smart and pretty and happy to be who they are, these are the women to look up to.
A dedicated mom and an always cordial interviewee, she's also been described as a domestic goddess.
No matter what, moms stop being fun all the time. We just kind of turn into a drag, just being like, do you have your socks on?
It's hard not to love someone who can afford to pay someone else to make their food, but does it themselves from scratch.
I burn these about half the time, so I've grown to love the taste of them a little burnt.
She's genuine to everyone around her and beyond. Number 13, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Get down here and fight!
Much like many others on this list, Benedict Cumberbatch is someone who has a real appreciation for his fans.
Hey, how you doing? How's it going? I'm all right. How are you?
Often, actors can get caught up in their fame and forget the fact that it's the audience that gave them the notoriety in the first place. Benedict has been seen on numerous occasions taking breaks from his scenes to chat with fans. He even went outside at Comic-Con to talk to the people who had been waiting in line overnight to come to his panel.
What, so how long have they been? All day? Can I go and talk to them? And there was lots of sort of furtive looks between the security going, we can make it work if you really want to. I was like, yeah, hell do. I want to meet the people that make all this possible.
Despite his massive successes, he's a celebrity who acknowledges and embraces the fan base that helped get him where he is today.
If the movie doesn't work out and it bombs, can I come and work with you guys at least?
Listen, we could always use a good guy.
Number 12, Kelly Clarkson. Audiences across the world watched her star rise on American Idol.
Hello, Kelly. Hello. How old are you? I'm a big fan of you.
From there, she became a musical force to be reckoned with, and arguably one of the best things to come out of the talent show.
Impromptu, count of 3. Okay. Just weird. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Yet somehow, throughout her rise in popularity, this Texas native has remained as steady as the hand of a surgeon. She has been cited repeatedly as being one of the nicest people in Hollywood.
Yeah. And it would really be an honor if you could sign it.
Oh, I would be I will cry right now.
All you need to do is watch any episode of her talk show to see how genuine of a soul she really is.
This is my favorite girl in the world.
From fans to colleagues and beyond, everyone experiences the same Kelly, which makes her that much more alluring. Number 11, Tom Hiddleston. He's not the first Marvel actor on this list, and he will not be the last. Fans got their first real taste of Tom Hiddleston when he appeared as Loki in 2011's Thor.
All of us must stand together for the good of Asgard.
Since then, he's gone on to become one of the most adored actors in the MCU. even spawning a hit Disney Plus show dedicated to the character.
Nice to meet you. It's a nice little hair.
As conflicted as Loki might be, there's nothing to be misunderstood about Hiddleston's love of his fans and his colleagues.
You've never been on the show.
He always seems willing to engage with his followers and show appreciation for what they mean to him.
I am Loki of Asgard.
His appearance at Comic-Con cemented his image as that of someone who is willing to go all the way for his fans.
Say my name. Say my name. Say my name! Say my name!
Number 10, Chris Evans. One of the things the MCU has consistently gotten right is casting.
You just don't know when to give up, do you?
I can do this all day.
Time and time again, they've shown their merit by picking the absolute perfect person for their biggest heroes.
I think the safest thing to do would be scream Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
That's the best you got.
Captain America is the embodiment of the so-called good guy.
Some people say I could do this all day. Some people say I can do this all day. I don't know which line it is.
No one could be better suited for the man with the shield than Chris Evans. On more than one occasion, the actor has shown himself to be as much of a hero as his red, white, and blue character.
Which one's Kenny?
Me.
This is Kenny.
Hi.
Buddy, how are you, man? I'm Chris.
Hi.
Good to meet you.
He's donated to countless charities, visited sick kids in the hospital, and has been seen several times on award shows being a perfect gentleman. Chris Evans is possibly even more of a nice guy than his Captain America persona.
I made a fort. Yeah, I want to make a fort. Everyone out. Just me and the kids are making a fort.
Number 9, John Cena. If one thing can be said about professional wrestlers, it's this. The mere look of them can be incredibly intimidating.
You're extremely strong, you know that?
As one of the WWE's top performers, John Cena is a guy most of us would never want to mess with. That is, until you see him with his fans.
Some kind of act rough like John Cena. Some kind of get
A notable advocate for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, Cena has been giving back to his fans since the beginning.
I see you.
Nobody can see me. It's my
I
whole
saw
thing.
you.
You saw me?
Yes, I saw you coming.
Time and time again, we see how much he adores every one of his fans and goes out of his way to be there for them.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is KJ, and the champ is here!
The crowd.
Just go watch some of his fan interactions on YouTube and try not to get teary-eyed.
How about you and your family be my guest tonight at Monday Night Raw?
Oh.
Is that okay? Sounds like a deal?
Number 8, Emma Stone. One of the surefire ways to spot the more genuine and down-to-earth people from Hollywood is how they react to their own heroes.
It was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, man. You can't beat Leonardo DiCaprio.
Who is Jack from Titanic.
Watching Emma Stone completely lose herself when she thinks she's going to meet a Spice Girl on Graham Norton is enough to win all of us over.
It's very rare for more than one Spice Girl to appear together for any reason.
She's more real than most from Tinseltown, and endears us even more so by her sheer awkwardness on countless occasions.
Damien certainly wants to hug, not me. Okay.
You gotta choreograph that stuff.
There's nothing about her that appears phoned in or artificial.
My little brother is my favorite person that's ever lived of all time. I love him so much. And
she's real with fans, real with the press, and just real with everyone. And that's why she's adored. Number 7, Emilia Clarke. She rode dragons around Westeros in Game of Thrones. She fought off the deadly attacks of Skynet in Terminator Genesis.
Nice try.
Run! Yet to see Emilia Clarke off screen, you'd be shocked by how much of a sweetheart she really is. It's utterly adorable to see how cute and intimidated she is sitting with Matt LeBlanc from Friends on the Graham Norton show.
Did you get to chat with everyone backstage?
Yeah, kind of.
Did you get to talk to him?
Yeah, kind of.
Between these little bits and countless interviews with the actress, it's easy to see how authentic and true she is.
When people ask me for autographs, 9 times out of 10, I'm writing some kind of a personalized note, because I appreciate that.
Throw in how she's handled her health scares with grace, and you've got a queen who can kill them with kindness.
Oh, look who's here! The Mother of Dragons!
Number 6, Dolly Parton. When it comes to that warm Southern personality, there's no real competition to Dolly Parton.
Are you having fun so far?
She's still doing shows, still talking to fans, and is still as delightful as always. She's a true rags to riches story, but you'd never guess it from the way she treats everyone around her.
But I am just so proud of my mom and dad. They did such a good job raising a house full of young'uns. I know a lot of you folks can relate to hard times.
As someone who is recognized the world over, you'd swear she was just the nice neighbor down the street. Forever a Southern charmer, Dolly treats her fans like family.
Is that you dressed like me? I love that. Well, you make a better Dolly than I do.
As an artist with more than 40 albums under her belt, she's shown that no amount of fame can eclipse a golden heart.
I'm not God. I'm not a judge. We're supposed to love each other exactly for who and what we are.
Number 5, Ryan Reynolds. Did you know that if you look up the term meta in the dictionary, there's a photo of Ryan Reynolds there? Okay, maybe not, but there should be.
You?
Wolverine.
I like it. You hit puberty early and hard.
Reynolds has made a career out of self-deprecating humor. In doing so, he disarms anyone who talks to him, meets him, or has any interaction with him. His willingness to give back is seen more recently with his visits to sick kids in full Deadpool garb. With all the love he gives to his fans, it's even more impressive how he shows the same for his wife and kids.
You brought your daughter by herself here, so you love being a dad.
I love it. It's really kind of made me a better person, I think, you know? I sort of miss being horrible.
He's a merc with a mouth on screen, but a hero to the hearts of many off-screen.
You went all the way to the end for your fans. Why is that important to you to stop and take that time?
Well, I don't know. I'd be impressed if I was standing out here all night and the actors just casually cruised on past.
Number 4, Hugh Jackman. He may have played a cigar-smoking, three-clawed mutant for 17 years, but Hugh Jackman is pretty far removed from Wolverine. He is yet another entry on this list that shows us a far more serious side in film, yet such laughter and kindness in the real world.
But this man here, yes, I used to teach him at Uppingham School in London. Yes, that's right. Oh, no! How is your education going?
He's been generous both with his time and money through countless fundraising events for charity.
Love my daughter with all your heart. I said yes. That you will never go to bed on an angry word. I said yes.
But above all that, he's been a man who connects with his fans on many levels.
Come on, Roxy, she wants you in it.
Whether it be personal appearances or interviews, Jackman makes it clear he's just another guy you could sit down and have a coffee with.
The fight cats. The best kind of photobomb, Hugh.
Number 3, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Quick, name 5 wrestlers that became huge movie stars. Dwayne Johnson is probably one of the only ones on your list.
Did you tell him that you just did a book report on him and it's due next week? Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. Wow, thank you so much.
Not only has he become such a bankable star in Hollywood, his real-world persona has become just as popular.
Rock, my man, my hero since I was like 5 years old.
We can't help but laugh at the countless interviews and blooper reels showing off his laughter, especially when Kevin Hart is involved.
Mr. Dwayne, could you sign my belt? And he's like, oh, come on, man.
Then our hearts just melt when we see him singing as Maui with his real-life daughter.
What can I say except... You're welcome.
He's always cordial and happy to meet and greet his fans, even when he's just driving his car.
Traffic's coming right now. Come on, brother.
Oh.
Can I get one more?
Yeah, come on, dude.
One more.
It's truly touching to see such a huge star be so real with the people who put him there. Number 2, Tom Hanks.
Are you telling me you're the owner of the Bubba Gump Shrimp Corporation? Yes, sir. We got more money than Davy Crockett.
Similar to a previous entry on this list, Tom Hanks is another example of an actor who brings a full spectrum of talent to their roles.
Look up nice in the latest edition of Webster's Dictionary. You'll find a new definition. Tom Hanks. No, you won't.
Yet, as big of a star as he's become, he's yet another entry on this list that we can't help but smile at.
What are you doing? Are you new to show business?
With all of the lovable characters he's played, it's easy to assume he's just as nice in person.
Here's Ryan's question, and it is for Nikki Young. Nikki, will you marry me?
It just so happens that in this case, it's the literal truth.
Congratulations, Nikki.
Fans love him not just for his on-screen characters, but for the person behind the camera.
Elizabeth. My daughter's name. What's your name? Ryan. Ryan, you're a lucky man.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Keanu Reeves. Ignore any memes you may have seen about sad Keanu.
I played a game on Ellen's show and I won.
Well, hugs and kisses.
There's a good reason why Keanu Reeves is number 1 on this list. Above all else, this Canadian actor has always kept both feet planted firmly on the ground.
He's so kind and humble and collaborative and welcoming. I mean, everything, all the good things you hear about Keanu, they're true.
A man without ego, he's shown far more appreciation and gratitude to all who come into and surround his life.
What movie, of all the movies you've made, was the least fun to make?
Come on, Jimmy, I can't talk.
What was the most?
Whether it's giving up his seat on a subway, being respectful to his female fans, or even sitting down to chat with a homeless person, what hasn't this guy done to show his genuine kindness?
You know, I've loved you since I was 7, and you love me, and we can never be together.
Oh my God. You're so good looking.
We say those sad memes should be changed to glad. Who is the nicest celebrity you've ever met in real life? Let us know in the comments.
I'd just like to thank you for everything in those formative years.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.